Jhon, step into the darkness where shadows lurk, where every creep, moan leaves your mind berserk. In the heart of that night where feet take flight, horror grip, tiny so no escaping its might. Haunted halls and with the echo with whispers untold, and chilling silence tales of our old from the deep of abyss where nightmares reside. A wave tale of terror, let your fear collide. Welcome to the realm where nightmares stream, in the land of horror where only the brave survives. I feel the street down your spine, the chill in the air, and the kingdom darkness where we dare to share. Blood moon rise, casting shadows long, and the maze with fear where you don't belong. Eyes glow in the dark, watching every move, and this quest games where nothing left to prove. Monsters under the bed, with ghosts in the mist, in the house of horrors with a soul kiss. Hey Veronica, have you ever read The Retirement Home? It's about where the residents start disappearing under the mysterious circumstance.
Yes, it's so creepy how the staff tries to cover it up, and the eerie atmosphere really creeps me out.
After retiring, Jhon yearned for the tranquility of the countryside and began his search for the perfect retirement home. One sunny afternoon, a call from a warm and amiable realtor changed everything. The realtor, with a friendly and engaging tone, presented Jhon with a deal that seemed too good to pass up. A charming, spacious home nestled in the serene countryside, complete with all the amenities Jhon desired. It was an offer that spoke directly to his dreams, and it didn't take long for Jhon to realize that this was the retreat he had been hoping to find. The realtor who facilitated Jhon's move to the countryside proved to be much more than just a facilitator of property transactions. She became a genuine friend to him. With her kindness and understanding, she ensured that Jhon's transition into retirement was smooth, assisting him with not just the purchase, but also in settling into his new life. In the peaceful embrace of his new home, Jhon found contentment and a sense of belonging that had long eluded him. After a few months, Jhon is sitting on the veranda of his countryside home, soaking in the peaceful ambience of the evening. The setting sun casts a warm glow over the serene landscape, creating a perfect backdrop for his quiet contemplation. Jhon, I have always dreamed of retiring in the countryside, away from the noise and stress of the city. When I saw this old house for sale, I knew it was perfect for me. It had everything I wanted. A big yard, a fireplace, a library, and a lot of history. He picks up a framed photo of his late wife, Mary, and smiles sadly. Jhon, the only thing missing is you, Mary. I wish you were here with me. You would have loved this place. He places the photo on the mantelpiece and wipes away a tear. Jhon, but I'm not alone. I have Max, my loyal companion. Jhon whistles, and a golden retriever named Max runs into the room, wagging his tail. Jhon bends down and pets him. Jhon, hey boy, how do you like our new home? Max barks happily and licks Jhon's face. Jhon, I'll take that as a yes. Jhon, darling, the doctor prescribed me some pills during our online appointment, and they were delivered by post. Ever since I started taking them, I've been sleeping so much better. It's been a real blessing. I mentioned to the doctor about these marks on my skin, and he assured me they're just signs of aging, nothing to be concerned about. It's all a normal part of growing older, he said. Jhon, love, I've decided to skip my pill tonight so I can stay awake and celebrate your birthday properly. It's a special day, and I want to spend every moment of it with you. He stands up and looks at his watch. Jhon, well, I think it's time for the dinner. Jhon, come on, boy. Let's go get some dinner, shall we? Max barks again and follows Jhon to the kitchen. Jhon and Max have their dinner at the table. Jhon has a plate of spaghetti and meatballs, and Max has a bowl of dog food. Jhon pours himself a glass of wine and raises it. Jhon, to my lovely wife, Mary. Cheers. He sips his wine and smiles. He hears a loud tranquility from somewhere in the house. He frowns and sets down his glass. Jhon, what was that? Max perks up his ears and growls. Jhon, did you hear that too, boy? He rises from his seat and grabs a flashlight from a drawer. Jhon, come on, let's go check it out. He walks out of the kitchen, followed by Max. Jhon and Max walk down the dark hallway, shining the flashlight on the walls and doors. They hear another thud, louder and closer. Jhon, it sounds like it's coming from the basement. He reaches the end of the hallway and sees a wooden door with a sign that reads, Do No TNTR. Jhon, that's odd. I don't remember seeing this door before. He tries to open it, but it is locked. Jhon, it's locked. I wonder what's behind it. He looks around and sees a key hanging on a hook next to the door. Jhon, maybe this is the key. He takes the key and inserts it into the lock. He turns it and hears a CLKK. He pushes the door open and sees a dark staircase leading down to the basement. Jhon, let's go, Max. He steps onto the staircase, followed by Max. Jhon and Max descend the stairs and enter the basement. It's a large and damp room, filled with cobwebs and dust. There are shelves of old books, boxes of junk, and various tools and machines. Jhon, wow, this place is huge and creepy. He shines the flashlight around the room, looking for the source of the noise. He sees a large metal door at the far end of the room with a red light above it. Jhon, what's that? He walks towards the door, curious. Max follows him, but stops halfway and whines. Jhon, what's wrong, boy? Don't be scared. He reaches the door and sees a sign that says, Danger, high voltage, authorized to personnel only. Jhon, this doesn't look good. He tries to open the door, but it's locked. He sees a keypad next to the door with a note that says, Enter code. Jhon, a code? What code? He looks at the note and sees a series of numbers and letters written on it. Jhon, maybe this is the code. He types the code into the keypad and hears a beep. The red light turns green and the door unlocks. He pushes the door open and sees a shocking sight. Jhon, oh my God. Max barks loudly and runs inside. Jhon, Max, wait. What Jhon saw was very frightening. It was a large laboratory with wires, tubes, monitors, and machines. In the center of the room, there is a glass tank filled with green liquid. Inside the tank, there is a human body, floating and hooked to electrodes. The body is Jhon's S1.E7, but his younger version.
And then there's the stalker. It's about a woman who realizes someone is following her every move.
That one gave me the chills. The constant feeling of being watched is so unnerving.
Rima had a long day at work and wanted to have some fun with her friends. She put on her best dress and headed to the nightclub. She was enjoying the music and the drinks when she noticed a weird-looking boy staring at her from across the room. He had pale skin, dark eyes, and a creepy smile. He looked like he didn't belong there. Rima felt uncomfortable and tried to ignore him, but he kept staring. After some time, he walked up to her and said, "You are very beautiful. Can I buy you a drink?" Rima said, "Thanks, but no thanks. I'm not interested." She turned away and hoped he would leave her alone, but he didn't. He followed her around the club, trying to talk to her and touch her. He was persistent and annoying. Rima had enough. She asked her friends for help. They confronted the boy and told him to back off. They insulted him and threatened him. They made him look like a fool in front of everyone. The boy was angry and embarrassed. He muttered something under his breath and left the club. Rema and her friends laughed and celebrated. They thought they had taught him a lesson. They stayed at the club until late night, then went their separate ways. Rema took a cab and got home. She was alone at home. Her parents were out of town and her brother was at a friend's place. She was tired and sleepy. She took off her dress and put on her pajamas. She brushed her teeth and got into bed. She checked her phone and saw a missed call from an unknown number. She ignored it and turned off the phone. She closed her eyes and drifted into sleep. She was awakened by the sound of her phone ringing. She groaned and reached for it. She saw the same unknown number calling. She wondered who it was and why they were calling her at this hour. She answered the phone and said, "Hello." A voice said, "Why are you alone in the home?" Rema felt a chill down her spine. She recognized the voice. It was the boy from the club. The weird-looking boy who had stared at her and followed her. The boy who she had humiliated and rejected. How did he get her number? How did he know where she lived? What did he want from her? She was scared and angry. She said, "Who are you? How did you get my number? Leave me alone." The voice said, "Don't you remember me? I'm the one who thinks you are very beautiful. The one who wanted to buy you a drink. The one who you treated so badly. The one who you will regret ever meeting." Rema felt a surge of panic. She hung up the phone and called 911. She told the operator that someone was harassing her and that she was afraid for her life. The operator asked for the number of the caller to track him down. Rema gave the number and waited for the operator to respond. The operator said, "Ma'am, are you still there?" Rema said, "Yes, I'm here." "Did you find him? Where is he?" The operator said, "Ma'am, you need to get out of the home right now. We tracked the location of the number, and it's coming from inside your home. He's in your home, ma'am. He's in your home." Rema felt a wave of terror. She couldn't believe what she heard. She looked around her bedroom and saw nothing unusual. She thought it was a mistake, a prank, a joke. It couldn't be true. It couldn't be possible. She said, "What? No, that can't be. That's impossible. There's no one here. There's no one in my home." The operator said, "Ma'am, please listen to me. You are in danger. You need to get out of the home right now. Do you hear me? Get out of the home right now." Rema was confused and paralyzed. She didn't know what to do. She didn't know who to trust. She didn't know what was real. She said, "But how? How can he be in my home? How did he get in? Where is he? Where is he?" The operator said, "Ma'am, I don't know. I don't know how he got in. I don't know where he is. But he's there. He's there somewhere. And he's coming for you. He's coming for you, ma'am. He's coming for you." Rema heard a sound from behind her. A creak, a click, a whisper. She turned around and saw him. The boy. The weird-looking boy. The boy from the club. The boy who had stared at her and followed her. The boy who had called her and threatened her. The boy who had broken into her home and waited for her. He was there. He was in her bedroom. He was holding a knife. He was smiling. He said, "Hello, beautiful." Rema screamed.
Don't forget mysterious visit, where someone receives late-night visitor with a terrifying message.
Not on this content. It really makes you question who you can trust.
Peter, a young man in search of a new job, moved to a small and quiet town. He rented a cozy studio apartment on the second floor. It was the heart of winter, with heavy snowfall and stormy weather dominating the landscape. One Saturday night, at 1 a.m., Peter decided to relax and watch a horror movie. As he sat comfortably in his apartment, he peered through the window and was met with a chilling scene outside. The snowfall intensified, creating an eerie and unsettling atmosphere. Despite his slight unease, Peter found himself enjoying the thrilling moment. Suddenly, A loud thud echoed through his apartment door, causing him to pause the movie. His heart raced as he listened intently, only to hear the sound again. A wave of fear washed over him, wondering who could be knocking at his door at such an hour. Curiosity mingled with apprehension, and Peter cautiously approached the door. He peered through the peephole, only to come face to face with an old man whose pale, terrifying countenance sent shivers down his spine. Puzzled by the unexpected visitor, Peter gathered his courage and opened the door, inquiring if the old man needed something. The old man simply smiled and muttered that he was leaving, slowly descending the stairs. Peter, perplexed and concerned, wondered where the old man could possibly be going in the midst of a snowstorm. He tried to ask him, but the old man continued his descent, paying no attention to Peter's questions. Determined to unravel the mystery, Peter decided to follow him, but not before closing his apartment door. However, as he reached the stairs, the old man seemed to have vanished into thin air. Peter searched frantically but found no trace of the old man amidst the swirling snow. Filled with a mix of fear and confusion, Peter returned home, his mind haunted by unanswered questions. The following day, as he woke up, he was greeted by the sight of police vehicles outside the apartment building. With a sinking feeling, he discovered that the elderly man who lived directly below him had passed away. Trembling, Peter approached the authorities and requested to see the deceased man. To his horror, he recognized the lifeless face as the same old man who had knocked on his door just hours before. His mind raced with disbelief and terror as he realized the inexplicable connection between the old man's visit and his untimely demise. Weeks later, when Peter obtained the post-mortem report, it revealed that the approximate time of the old man's death coincided with the moment he had received that fateful knock on his door, plunging him into a chilling realization that he had encountered a ghostly visitor from beyond the grave. Long after that fateful encounter, Peter was left with lingering questions that remained unanswered. The mystery of why the spirit of the old man had climbed to his apartment on the second floor, only to cryptically announce his departure, perplexed him. The lack of further information left Peter haunted by the enigmatic intentions of the restless soul, forever searching for closure in the depths of his unanswered queries.